Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning, Miss.
Morning, Miss. I'm good.
Good.
I know what you mean.
Thank you. No thanks. We are going to take attendance. Nanti kalau dipanggil bisa jawab hadir ya.
Iya, Miss.
Ya, Miss. Siap.
Sandi Justisio,
Hadir, Miss.
Meizar Agung,
Ya, Miss, hadir, Miss.
Hikmatul Indar,
Hadir, Miss.
Riza Untoro Jati,
Hadir, Miss.
Sakinah.
Hadir, Miss.
Apa ada yang belum dipanggil?
Saya belum, Miss.
Oh ya, Kevin.
Hadir, Miss.
Oke, thank you. Now class, ada yang tahu materi hari ini apa?
Nggak tahu, Miss.
Nggak tahu, Miss. Belum tahu.
Okay. Today's topic is narrative text. Do you know about narrative text, anak-anak?
No, Miss.
No, Miss.
Belum ada yang tahu ya? Ini akan saya putarkan video untuk referensi tentang materi naratif teks. Silahkan. Narrative text. Narrative text is a text focusing on specific participant. It is a piece of text which tells a story with complication or problematic event with resolution to solve the problems. Jadi, narrative text itu adalah bisa disebut dengan cerita fiksi atau cerita karangan yang dibuat untuk menghibur pembaca. Next.
Get better than before. Okay, now you know the definition of narrative text. Now let's continue with the generic structure. Here's the generic structure that all or almost all narrative texts follow. The first one is orientation. You can call it as exposition or the beginning of the story. this part, the scene is set and the characters are introduced. That's why it is called the beginning of the story. The second part is complication. In another names, it is called rising action or the middle of the story. This part, there will be new problems which add conflicts to the story, and it leads us to the climax. Wow, it will be a very great climax. The third part is resolution, or we call it the ending of the story. In this part, the conflicts are solved. Well, hopefully. We have the definitions and also the generic structure. There is another important thing that we must know related to this kind of text. It is connected to the form of language used. Yeah, it's language features. Every kind of text in English has their own language feature, as well as narrative text. There are some language features used in narrative text. It uses simple past tense. Well, you need to recall back to the beginning that narrative text tells us about past experiences, which means you must use simple past tense. Then, it uses figurative language and also progressive verb. In narrative text, we tell about a series of events. That's why we must use figurative language and also progressive verbs. And then, it also uses temporal conjunction, because each sentence or paragraph are continuing each other. So there must be connection between those paragraphs or sentences. And also, it uses dialogues to express attitudes, personality, and also relationships. Did we miss something this part? Because I feel that we're missing something very crucial. What is it? Of course, the function of narrative text. Since each type of text has their own purpose or function, narrative text also has one too. Well, the function or the purpose of narrative text is to tell a story of something or someone from the past event. Well, it's not only that. Its function is also to entertain the readers and or listeners. Okay, that's a narrative text. Now, get up there and read some narrative text. Happy reading!
Nah, seperti itu untuk referensi naratif teks ya. Nanti akan saya jelaskan lebih detailnya. Dari penjelasan tadi, apa sih yang disebut naratif teks? Naratif teks adalah cerita fiksi atau cerita karangan yang dibuat untuk menghibur pembaca. Naratif teks biasanya kita jumpai dalam bentuk dongeng, cerita rakyat, maupun cerita fiksi lainnya. Tujuan naratif teks itu untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengar. Next. Generic structure of narrative text. Narrative text mempunyai 3 struktur. Yang pertama, orientation. The orientation section contains the introduction of the character, the background of the place and time of story. Who, what, when, and where. Jadi dari orientation itu berisi tentang pengenalan tokoh, latar belakang tempat, dan waktu dari cerita, seperti siapa, apa, kapan, dan di mana. Yang kedua, complication. In the complication section, problem when begin to appear and must be solved by the main character in the story. Pada bagian complication ini memuat masalah-masalah yang mulai muncul dan harus diselesaikan oleh tokoh utama pada cerita tersebut. Dan yang terakhir ada resolution. Resolution is where the story ends. In this section, the main character solves the problem. In the resolution section, there is usually a moral value atau koda. Jadi untuk resolusi ini adalah di mana cerita berakhir. Pada bagian ini, masalah terselesaikan oleh si tokoh utama. Dalam bagian resolusi ini juga biasanya terdapat moral value atau nasihat dari cerita tersebut. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan?
Enggak ada, Miss.
Enggak ada, Miss.
Everything clear?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Nah, di sini ada perbedaan dari naratif teks dan recount teks. Definisi naratif teks is a text telling a story focusing specific participant, is social function, is to tell story or past event and entertain the readers. Nah, kalau definisi dari recount text is a text with retell event or experience in the past. Its purpose is either to inform or to entertain the audience. Pada bagian generic structure-nya, terdapat perbedaan dari naratif teks tersebut seperti ini ya, anak-anak. Yang pertama, orientation, introducing the participant and informing the time and place. Jika di bagian recount text itu orientation, introducing the participant, place, and time. Dan pada narrative text ada complication, describing the rising crisis which the participant have to do with. Dan di dalam recount text ini ada event describing series of event that happen in the past. Dan yang terakhir pada bagian resolution ini showing the way of participant to solve the case better or worse. Dan pada bagian recount text ini reorientation-nya it is optional, starting personal comment of the reader to the story. Nah, yang terakhir ini ada language feature. Pada bagian narrative text, using process verb, using temporal conjunction, using simple past tense, dan yang pada recount text ini introducing personal participant, using chronological connection, the first, etc., using link verbs, using action verb, using simple past. Nah, karakteristik of narrative text. Yang pertama, using action verb in past tense. For example, walked, said, wandered, etc. Yang kedua, using certain nouns as pronoun for certain people, animals, and things in the story. For example, the princess, the girl, the queen. Dan ketiga, using adjective that form a noun phrase. For example, the red riding hood, the poison apple, etc. Yang keempat, uses time connective and conjunction to sequential event. For example, before, after, then, next, soon, etc. Dan yang terakhir, using adverb dan adverbial phrase to indicate the location of event, or for example, on the sea, in the mountain, there, happy ever after, etc. Nah, ini ada contoh dari teks naratif ya. Ada yang bisa membacakannya?
Jangan saya, Miss.
Oke. Bagian ini yang pertama, orientation. Sandi, tolong bisa dibacakan.
Baik, Miss. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Snow White. She lived with her aunt and uncle because her parents were dead. Sudah, Miss.
Ya, terima kasih Sandi. Dan
Sama-sama, Miss.
bagian communication, Kevin, bisa tolong bacakan?
Kevin sinyal susah, Miss, kayaknya.
Oke, baik. Mezar,
Ya, Miss.
tolong bacakan
Mulai ya, Miss.
bagian communication-nya. Ya, dimulai.
One day, she heard her uncle and aunt talking about leaving Snow White in the castle because they both wanted to go to America and they didn't have enough money to take Snow White with them. Snow White didn't want her uncle and aunt to do that, so she decided that it would be best if she ran away. The next morning, she ran away into the woods. She was very tired and hungry. Then she saw a little cottage. She knocked, but no one answered, so she went inside and fell asleep. Meanwhile, the 7 dwarfs were coming home from work. Miss.
Oke, terima kasih Mezar. Dan bagian terakhir, resolution, Indar, bisa tolong bacakan?
Bisa, Miss. There they found Snow White sleeping. Then Snow White woke up. She saw the dwarf. The dwarf said, "What is your name?" Snow White said, "My name is Snow White." Then Snow White told the dwarf the whole story. The dwarf said, if you want, you may live here with us." Snow White answered, "Oh, could I? Thank you." Finally, Snow White and the 7 dwarfs lived happily ever after.
Oke, thank you. Sandi, Mezar, Indar.
Sama-sama, Miss.
Untuk yang terakhir, kita lihat bersama-sama tentang video naratif teks ini untuk menghibur kalian.
Assalamualaikum. Hello, my great students. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about the lion and the mouse. Ready for that? Okay, just listen carefully. Once upon a time, a lion, the king of the jungle, was sleeping under a tree. A little mouse jumped on him. Soon, the lion woke up, picked up the mouse, and opened his mouth to eat him. I'm sorry to wake you up. Please don't eat me. I can help you one day.
That's funny. Okay, I'll let you go now.
A few days later, a hunter's net fell on the lion. The lion couldn't get out. The mouse saw the lion and ran to help quickly. The mouse helped the lion by gnawing the net. Then the lion could get out from the net.
You are little mouse, but you are big help. Thank you.
Thanks for getting, Mr. Lion. I'm happy to help you.
Then the mouse smiled happily and left the lion. The moral value of this story is small acts of kindness will be rewarded greatly. Okay, students, that's all the story of the lion and the mouse. Thank you for paying attention and see you again on my next video. Welcome.
Ya, jadi seperti itu gambaran naratif teks ya, anak-anak. Sebelum kita menutup kelas hari ini, saya mempunyai kuis untuk kalian. Please join my class, my quiz. Ini kodenya. Sudah ada yang join?
Sudah, Miss.
Belum nih, sebentar.
Udah 5. Kita mulai ya. Ayo ini yang ditemani putri cantik sama Miss Manager. Ya, Nikmatul sama Sakinah 8. Sakinah menyusurinya.
selesai, Miss.
Itu pindah. Sudah selesai semua? Sudah selesai?
Sudah, Miss.
Ya, 2 lagi. Oke, untuk juara pertama ini peringkat pertama dari Za, peringkat 2 ada Nikmatul Indar, dan peringkat 3 ada Mezar. Give applause and good job, student. Okay, class, we will stop here. I will see you tomorrow and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.